The regular meeting of Bucyrus City Council for July the 17th, 2018 is called to order. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
McKeever.
Here.
Myers.
Here.
Wireball.
Here.
Trucca.
Here.
Sack.
Here.
Pogue.
Here.
Schott.
Here.
Before you have the minutes from the July 3rd, 2018 special meeting. It was a special meeting because we moved the time up 1 hour. I need a motion to accept those minutes.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Myers, second by Mr. Schock. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. This is the time where we grant permission for visitors to speak. Is there anyone this evening that would like to address council? If you would, please step to the podium and state your name and address, please. Since you now know that we have the speaker working over there.
First off, I'm Mark Babe. Me and my wife own Bucyrus Tire. Also, I would like to appreciate you guys letting me at least speak to you. Two issues I'd like to talk about. We've been inside the city limits for 14 years, and in the 14 years, we have talked to all prior administrations about getting water and sewage out to our property. I've got 2 parcels out there I'd like to sell. I've had 2 people interested, but when it comes down to do you have water and sewage, that's it. They're not interested. They're either gonna go to Galleon or maybe back to Upper because they already have it. I know you're interested in running the water outside the city, but I would think that you would take care of what's in the city first. One of the prior administrations, when I first talked to them about it, they did say that it would be $400,000 to $600,000 to bore under the railroad, which I don't know if that's true or false. Another administration said that if they bored under the railroad, they would have to cut off all train traffic for 24 hours. That I know is false, because I watched them run the sewer line out to the new water treatment plant. Trains never stopped. So they did run water on our side, which I'm on the north side of Route 98. There's a fire or a water hydrant right at the railroad tracks. Why they never bored underneath the ground and popped the hydrant out, down where we're at, so that if somebody was interested in buying ground, at least it's already there. That I don't know. And now Schillings owns closest to the tracks. I don't know if they would want someone coming in with a backhoe, tearing up all their driveway and stuff, so it almost needs to be submerged underground to run to it. I don't know if there's any grant money the city can apply for on other projects and it kind of gets worked in. That I don't know. The other thing I'd like to address is water runoff. We're paying water runoff, and you can ask Richard Carpenter, none of the water that we have on our property goes into city lines. There's a drop or a catch basin on my property right there in the driveway. It heads towards the railroad tracks, and according to Richard, it then turns, it goes under the road, and it dumps off into Carpenter Bottom. So we've been paying water runoff ever since it was incorporated, and it's never touching city lines. So I don't know. I mean, I've even asked one of the prior administrations, said, show me where I'm hooked up to it, and I won't say a word. No one's been able to tell me where it's hooked into. So I know along the railroad track, there is a line that comes from the industrial park that they run back down across there. Well, we're not tied into it. And if you come out and look at our property, you see it's farm ground. So if it rains, the moisture just gets absorbed, and then it goes across the way into Carpenter Bottom. So, and like I say, we've been in the city since, 14 years now, so we're paying the city taxes as requested. But like I say, it'd be nice to be able to sell ground, but if you don't have water and sewage for it, no one seems to be interested. And unfortunately, they don't, you can't say, well, they're good at doing it, but when? So, but I appreciate you letting me hear me out.
Okay, I'm sure we'll,
Just, if you leave, excuse me, Madam President, just leave your phone number.
do we have your phone number out front? Did you sign in?
Yes.
Okay.
And your phone number?
Yep, well, I can put that on, he didn't
Please
ask.
leave your phone number on it, we'll get it back. I know you spoke to us before the last couple of years, and so I can't remember all the reasons. I know Jeff was looking into some of the expense that would be, and it seems to me it was a large expense, you know, and then, but we'll get back with you next couple of days, if you have
Okay.
your phone number. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Anyone else to address council this evening? Okay, moving on, we don't have any communications or petitions.
Madam President?
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I was, earlier when I was looking through these minutes, I just want to make sure that we redact my name in here, that I was not present on third, and I'm in here under the
What
members.
page are you talking about?
Well, it's on
Special
page,
committee.
yeah, special committees, under public lands and buildings on page 207, I'm listed as president. On page 307 in service, I'm listed as president. And on page 4, I'm also listed as president.
What?
Want to amend, I mean, he's mentioned that we excused him officially. That's on page 7.
Okay.
Want to amend that.
But these were the committee meetings, right?
No, this is a regular, public special.
This is the committee meeting from the Thursday before.
Okay, then, yeah, never mind, I'm wrong, I apologize.
Okay,
I just wanted to make sure the minutes were correct.
yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, moving on. Standing committee reports. Mr. Myers, would you like to get us started, please?
Absolutely. Bucyrus City Joint Regular Committees met Thursday, July 5th, 2018 at 6 p.m. Meeting was called to order by Myers at 6 p.m. Public participation, there was none. Order of committee minutes, first up was Health and Safety Committee at 6:01 p.m. And members present were Mark McKeever, Bruce Truca, Andrew Schock, and myself, Chair. Number 1, liquor license transfer. Council received a notice from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control about a liquor license transfer from WRL Incorporated doing business as Crazy Fox Saloon. First floor and basement and patio, 112 and 114 West Mansfield Street, Bucyrus. 2, Rock of Bucyrus LLC, doing business as Crazy Fox Saloon. First floor and basement and patio, same address. No objections to the transfer were voiced. McKeever made a motion to not request a hearing on the transfer with a second by Truca. Motion passed by voice vote. The matter will next go before full council. Item 2, traffic control map changes. The Traffic Commission has requested approval of the following amendments to the traffic control map as detailed in a July 2, 2018 letter from Mayor Jeff Reeser. Number 1, repeal a portion of ordinance number 19-2017, a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit sign on North Sandusky Avenue from Irving Street to the North Corporation limit. Number 2, remove 35 mile per hour and add 45 mile per hour on Marion Road, State Route 4 South, from Beale Avenue to Mount Zion Road. Item 3, establish Hopley Avenue, State Routes 19 and 100, from Sherwood Drive to Beale Avenue at 45 miles per hour. Number 4, establish Quaker Road, State Route 19, from Tiffin Street to State Route 4, 55 miles per hour. Number 5, establish South Sandusky Avenue, State Route 98, from Beale Avenue to Mount Zion Road, 45 miles per hour. Item 6, establish Plymouth Street, State Route 98, from Irving Street to the west ramp, 45 miles per hour. Number 7, add no parking on the west curb of Spring Street at West Mansfield Street on the south side of West Mansfield Street for 215 feet to the existing traffic control map entry number 2778 dated June 17, 1964, starting 490 feet west of the west curb at the Spring Street intersection, west to the city limits. Number 8, remove the right and left turn lanes on West Mansfield Street at Spring Street, ordinance number 45-2006, dated October 17, 2006. Number 9, remove the turn lane on West Mary Street at Poplar Street, ordinance number 44-89, dated June 21, 1989, and ordinance number 34-2004, dated August 24, 2004. And number 10, remove the turn lane and reestablish turn lane ordinance number 44-89, dated June 21, 1989, and 34-2004, dated August 24, 2004, and add established 127 feet eastbound turn lane on West Mary Street and North Sandusky Avenue. Items 1 through 6 are mandated by an ODOT traffic study. Items 8 and 9 are related to the installation of four-way stops at those intersections. McKeever made a motion to request legislation making the requested traffic control map changes with a second by Schock. Motion passed by voice vote. Item 3, rental property requirements. On June 21, Law Director Rob Ratliff presented a draft ordinance on rental property registrations updated from a 2014 proposal. Ratliff noted that when the safety of some rental properties in the city is a concern, a registration apparatus would establish a minimum standard while fees could help pay for any needed demolitions. Bob Irwin, 410 Mater Drive, Ray Fackhauser, 1120 Hillcrest Drive, Paul Mosier, 524 Martin Avenue, and Richard Perry, 1374 Nevada Winford Road, spoke against the proposal. Some committee members expressed concerns about the cost of enforcing registration. It was also noted that the city is looking into tax abatement programs for residential properties that could help with the cost of fixing structural issues, and that input from local landlords is appreciated. Ratliff emphasized that the draft ordinance would only apply to property exteriors, but that by law it would have to apply to all rentals in the city, not just for problem properties. The item was continued for further study. Item 4, Myers recessed the Health and Safety Committee at 6:47 p.m.
Questions or comments regarding the minutes from the Health and Safety Committee? Okay, then we need to come back and deal with the liquor license hearing request. You saw in the minutes of the change for the Crazy Fox. So I need a motion to not request a hearing for the transfer of the license from WRL Inc. DBA Crazy Fox to Rock of Bucyrus DBA Crazy Fox.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wirebaugh, second by Mr. McKeever. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. And the motion passed. Thank you. Larry Williams had done a good job for many, many years there at the Crazy Fox. And especially the hotel, where he took a lot of people in when they were in dire need of someplace to stay. So just want to recognize him, the community, and what he has done to the community. So thank you very much, Larry. We appreciate it. Moving on to the Service Committee, Mr. Trucca.
Okay, the Service Committee met Thursday, July 5th, 2018, here in Council Chambers at 6:47 p.m. Members present were Doug Toth, Andrew Schock, and myself. Number 1, water line installation and tapping fees. On May 9th, the committee requested draft legislation to amend codified ordinance 913.02 by tying water service connections for a 3/4 inch to 2-inch diameter pipe to the annual cost of materials and supplies, plus a $500 fee. On June 25th, the committee requested draft legislation amending codified ordinance 913.02 to include 3 tiers of water line installation and tap-in fees for a new customer outside city limits, with the figures breaking down as follows. Number 1, a one-time fee of $2,500. Number 2, $500 down payment and 12 monthly payments of $179 for a total of $2,647. Number 3, $500 down payment and 24 monthly payments of $96 for a total of $2,804. Draft legislation making the requested amendments was presented to the committee. Auditor Joyce Schiffer asked how the new tap-in fees for customers outside city limits will be handled by the utility department. Service Safety Director Jeff Wagner said it has been discussed pending passage of legislations. Schock made a motion requesting legislation to make the amendments to codified ordinance 913.02 as detailed in the draft ordinance, with a second by vote. Motion passed by voice vote. Kruger recessed the Service Committee at 6:52 p.m.
Questions or comments regarding the Service Committee minutes? No one? Okay, moving on, Public Lands, Mr. Wirebaugh.
Public Lands and Buildings Committee met Thursday, July 5th, 2018. Members present, Doug Foat, Mark McKeever, and Bruce Trucca was acting chair. First up was Lane Street easement for AEP. Bucyrus Area Soccer is interested in facilitating the vacation of alleys between Clinton and Water Streets to enhance Harmon Park. This is in the vicinity of old water plant, which is scheduled to be demolished. For this to be accomplished, AEP would have to relocate several poles at a cost of $10,466.42, with an easement enabling the utility to place the poles on city property. A tentative drawing of proposed plans for the area was presented. The item was continued for further study. ORDC grant for Art Park Stage. The city has been awarded a $125,000 ODNR grant for construction of stage in Shines Art Park for the Ohio Regional Development Corporation. To administer the grant and prepare the project for bid, $6,250 would be required to come out of the grant monies. Vote made a motion to approve entering into a contract with ORDC for grant administration and to send the matter to Finance Committee with a second by McKeever. Motion passed by voice vote. Truca recessed the Public Lands and Building Committee at 7:03 p.m.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions or comments regarding the minutes for the Public Lands and Buildings Committee meeting?
Did I see did I get a notice that the
The AEP thing?
AAP thing?
Yeah, that'll be brought up Thursday night, I think, in discussion.
Okay.
We'll discuss that further. I think things have changed a little bit, and that's why we didn't elect to do anything immediately on
Okay.
that. So it'll be back up for discussion. Save us a little money, hopefully. Okay? Finance Committee, Ms. Sack?
Finance Committee met Thursday, July 5th at 7:03 PM to 7:14 PM. Members present were Kevin Myers, Andrew Schock, and myself as chair. Number 1, water line installation and tapping fee. Myers made a motion approving the Service Committee's request for legislation amending codified ordinance 913.02 by tying water service connections for 3/4 inch to 2-inch diameter pipe to the annual cost of materials and supplies plus a $500 fee, and to further amend the ordinance by including 3 tiers of water line installation and tap-in fees for new customers outside city limits. Schock seconded the motion, which was passed by voice vote. Number 2, ORDC grant for Art Park Stage. Myers made a motion to request legislation authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with the Ohio Regional Development Corporation to administer a $125,000 ODNR grant at a cost of $6,250 to come out of the grant monies for construction of a stage in Shines Art Park. Schock seconded the motion, which was passed by voice vote. Number 3, category line item creation. Auditor Joyce Schiffer explained that the creation of category 7522, waterworks filtration, and item 23, contractual services, is needed within the 705 waterworks replacement fund for costs associated with the demolition of the old water plant. Schock made a motion requesting legislation creating category and item with a second by Myers. Motion passed by voice vote. Number 4, various appropriations. Schiffer reported that the following appropriations needed to be made. A, from unappropriated general funds, $1,967.23 to 101 General Fund, Program 1, Security of Persons and Property, 7110 and 7111, Police Department, 24 Materials and Supplies for Safety Town donations already received. B, from unappropriated funds in Fund 250 Park and Recreation Land, $400 to 250 Park and Recreation Land, 7310 Parks and Playgrounds, 23 contractual services for an additional cell phone for the rest of the year. C, from unappropriated funds in Fund 416, new water filtration plant and distribution lines construction, $17,300 to 416 new water filtration plant and distribution lines construction, 7522 waterworks filtration, 25 capital outlay for demolition contracts at the old water plant. D, from unappropriated funds in Fund 701 Waterworks, $16,300 to 701 Waterworks, 7525 Waterworks Distribution, 23 contractual services, and $1,700 to 701 Waterworks, 7525 Waterworks Distribution, 24 materials and supplies to replenish the lines for costs incurred for extension of the water line west of County Road 330 in anticipation of reimbursement. E, From unappropriated funds in Fund 705, Waterworks Replacement, $350,000 to Fund 705, Waterworks Replacement, 7522 Waterworks Filtration, 23 contractual services for remaining monies needed for demolition of the old water plant and cleaning of lime lagoons, and $50,000 to Fund 705, Waterworks Replacement, 7525 Waterworks Distribution, 23 contractual services for cleaning of the raw water line. F, from unappropriated funds in Fund 720 Sewage Disposal, $7,000 to Fund 720 Sewage Disposal, 7920 Debt Retirement, 26 Debt Retirement for payment of the interest-free loan for planning of the sewer separation per the EPA Administrative Order. G, from unappropriated funds in Fund 201 Income Tax, $13,100 to Fund 201 Income Tax, 7760 Income Tax, 21 Personal Services to replenish the line items due to the resignation of an income tax clerk. Chalk made a motion to request legislation making the appropriations with a second by Myers. Motion passed by voice vote. 5, transfer. Schiffer reported that the following transfer needs to be made. A, within Fund 416, new water filtration plant and distribution lines construction, $86,263.39 from 7525 water distribution, 25 capital outlay to 7522 water filtration, 25 capital outlay to bring the appropriations in line with the contracts for demolition of the old water plant and cleaning of the lime lagoons and wall router line. Myers made a motion to request legislation making the appropriations with a second by motion passed by voice vote. Staff recess to Finance Committee at 7:14 p.m.
Any questions or comments regarding the report on the Finance Committee? None? Thank you. Would you like to finish this off for us, please?
Sure. Number 4, public participation. McKeever asked that residents with issues with city utility rates come to council meetings or contact council members with their concerns. Number 5, staff asked for a motion to adjourn the joint regular committees. Motion by McKeever and second by Myers to adjourn at 7:16 p.m. Motion passed.
Okay, thank you very much. We don't have anything from the Traffic Commission. Are there any traffic questions for the mayor, for Mayor Reeser? Traffic is flowing. Okay. I need a motion to accept the committee minutes and related committee reports collectively.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Sachs, second by Foat, Ms. Sachs, second by Mr. Foat, to accept the committee minutes and related committee reports collectively. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion passed. Thank you. Moving on to report of city officers. Mayor Reeser, you do not have a written report this
I do
evening. Are
not.
there any comments you care to
Yeah,
make?
well, I'm gonna comment on Mr. Wagner's report too, I'll come back to him on that.
Okay.
But I just would like to encourage everyone to, well, support the fair. Weather's been beautiful so far, I hope it continues, maybe there's still a chance of rain later in the week, but, lots of good things to do and help support the 4-H clubs especially, and if you need your help, and use these for fundraising, so that's all I want to
That's
say.
it? Okay.
That
The
good
fair.
night.
Did the chickens make it to the fair?
Chickens made it to the fair,
Chickens.
got a 4th.
Wonderful.
Not bad, not knowing what you're doing.
Thank you, Mr. Wireball. Okay, we'll move on to the Service Safety Director's report.
Can I ask Mr. Wireball, what will be the fate of the chickens after the fair?
Well,
You sell them.
well, we lost one. Well, we lost one right before the fair, but we're not gonna talk about that one. But the other 9 will be, hopefully 6 of them will be sold, and the employees will make a little profit. And then there's 3 other ones. Hopefully they'll end up in our freezer.
All right.
Hey.
All right. We're all going over to Councilman Wireball's for
Yeah,
chicken dinners. Okay, back to Mr. Wagner. First, I'd like to start with referral. We would like to refer the bidding of the pool repair to Public Lands and Buildings and Finance Committees. And we'd like to also refer the amendment of resolution number 206-2018 to remove the quotations number 1, replacing the rotating beacon. end quote, from section 1, and rebid the airport project to the service and finance committees. And we'll explain that Thursday evening at the committee meetings. Number 2, Community Unity Project. Maybe if you came in through the BT building over off of Hopley, you've noticed a good project going on, very exciting. Kelly is spearheading that. We've already got a nice Redmond right in the middle and an eagle on the side, and we're waiting for a lion to be painted here pretty quickly. It's part of the Community Unity Project that I mentioned, and there were some contributors to it, our usual generous service clubs, Kiwanis Rotary and Lions, who covered the cost of the paint and supply for this project. Teachers look like they're having a lot of fun out there. I've met with them a few times, and should be done in a couple weeks before the Browers Festival. Plymouth Street project is next. Good news is they've crested the hill. They're at the top, yeah. And heading out to my house, actually. They're moving pretty quickly. The railroad tracks have been repaired, so that should go pretty quick. Timing looks like it's down to the day and the hour. Looks like it's a well-run project. Ask all residents to use Irving Street or the bypass, and thank the residents that live on Irving for not parking on there. It's pretty helpful because Irving Street's getting a lot more traffic, including me. Check the city website for all the updates and traffic updates. Every year we talk about grass clippings, and we're mowing a lot of lawns here. Please don't mow your grass into the city street. Was it last week we had some storms, and all this grass comes and it piles up on the catch basins, and the streets flood. So if you notice that, clean it out for us. We have a limited staff, and we came around on, I believe it was Wednesday, and cleaned them out. But the more you mow, the more it's going to catch. So please help us out there. We did have a sinkhole on West Southern Avenue. Underground utilities came and made the necessary repairs. It was too deep for us to handle, and it was an unrelated project issue to the East Southern project that's going on there. For the old water treatment plant, we're waiting for the EPA to approve the plans to have it demolished. I'm not sure if demoed is a word there.
It is now.
It is now, okay. Nevada water line expansion. We're going to Nevada, not to Nevada. But we're hoping to go to Nevada. We did meet with them with their Board of Public Affairs, had a really good meeting. Seems to be a lot of interest, had a lot of questions. Jeff and I were very grateful for the hospitality, and then we have another meeting scheduled in August to present, answer more questions and present more of our plan. And Councilman Wireable asked about street sweeping last time. We're working on freeing up more time. We have one person that sweeps the streets right now, and he also is helping out sewers and drains on the Plymouth Street project too. So he's spread pretty thin. We've got a couple options, and we think we're going to be doing a lot better job of sweeping the streets. It's a pet peeve of mine too, especially as the grass grows up in the cracks, the crabgrass, so it looks bad. Bulk water station, we're having some success there. We pulled a regulator out of the line to increase the flow. It went from 70 pounds of pressure all the way to 120, so almost doubled. And the real issue is cutting the load time, so it appears to cut it down just about half. We're talking with haulers to see what they think, and we're going to have a report at the next council meeting, final report. We could always go to a 3-inch line if we have to. That business is very important to us. We appreciate the haulers that came and gave us their opinion. There's been some solicitors in town as usual for gas and electric rates. If you feel pressured or uncomfortable, please call Jeff or myself at the office, extension 221 or 224. We have aggregate rate. We have very, very good electric rates, and I think they're hard to beat. They really are hard to beat. We are always working on getting lower rates too, so if you feel like you want some more information about changing, call us, because it can be confusing. So, Mill and Pave is moving forward. We hope to have it all done before the Browers Festival. But we're a couple small projects. One you'll notice right away when it's done. That'll be City Hall, which is in desperate need. We are I believe next week we'll be starting on the aprons, the concrete aprons that go out into the street, and they're in disrepair, and it's going to look really nice for the Browers Festival. And there's also we want to do a little bit of overlay on State Route 4 North Sandusky Avenue. It's going to be a year before that's done, part of the Small Cities Grant from the state. And there's a few years ago, Plymouth Street, as we're waiting for the project, we did some minor work that held up really well. And so we're going to be repairing some of that, especially around Bland Avenue. Seems to have some of the worst of it there. Yeah. So we're on it. The stormwater projects, we're still working on the final plans for Group 1 and Group 2, and Mansfield, Whetstone, which you asked about too, Dan. That's going to be done yet this year. We're just waiting for approval from EPA to see what funding can be used for that. Sewer asset management plan, we have a conference call on Thursday morning with Arcadis about the sewer asset management plan. We'll include our report to the EPA on September 1st. It's all new things to us, and thanks to Arcadis for talking us off the ledge and helping us out. Building permits, and I'm not sure everybody knows this, but Wendy's is committed to downtown Bucyrus. They're actually going to be demolishing their current building and rebuild the same lot with a little bit different configuration. It's going to be really nice. The expected demolition date is right after the Browers Festival. Good idea, right? August 20th, and I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take. It'll be weather permitting. There are also several building permits, including 3 houses. And ODOT is featuring Bucyrus on their YouTube channel called The Loop. They discussed our partnership utilizing the Small Cities Grant, and please see the city website, which is a wealth of information. If I can make one more announcement, we are going to be starting a What's Happening in Bucyrus this next month program on Access Channel under the direction of Mr. Gary Hess. And first month will be what's happening in August. Well, everybody knows what's happening in August, right? The Browers Festival, first Friday, and back to school. Those are the 3 major things. So we're going to have Mr. Kimmel, and I've also talked to the representative of the festival. We're going to have a rep there too. And then Mr. Wagner will be part of that monthly program, talking about what's going on in the city. So watch for that on Access TV. Thank you. That's it for us.
Okay, questions or comments? Mr. McKeever?
Yes, I'm glad you said you're gonna fix the section of Sandusky by Bland Avenue. The gentleman that lives at the corner there with a newly redone house, he says he can't get to sleep with the trucks going by.
Oh boy, okay.
With those holes there. I explained it's in the process, but he was hoping you would do that, but you're planning on.
It's going to be doing it, yeah.
You're planning on patching that up, so he'll be happy to hear that.
In the meantime, we'll get him some Somonex.
Any other questions or comments?
Just a
Mr.
comment
Cloud?
about the mural that the mayor brought up. That it's really nice when things like that happen, because especially with the groups that help to donate the money for it, they do so much for our community, and I guess a lot of times people don't really know that they do. And ultimately, being a Kiwanian, Joyce being a Kiwanian, the rest of you guys being Rotarians, it's also fun too to see the healthy competition that we have amongst the clubs to do things like this for the community. We were kind of going back and forth with the money that our clubs were donating towards this, in a sense, competing. It was just nice to see that, so.
Very much so. They do a lot for the community. Any other questions or comments?
I got a couple.
Mr. Wireball?
Are we getting anywhere with, have we set anything up with Northern Ohio, Blue Ohio?
We'll have we'll talk about that Thursday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing, I don't know, maybe you can get an answer to for Thursday. The school has gotten a resource officer, so then that leaves us one short. Are we replacing that person, or? Yeah,
It won't leave us, we just hired two total.
We just hired two?
Yeah. We won't be
I was
doing
just
it.
asked the other day if he was going to be replaced, so I don't know.
Well, we just hired two officers.
Okay.
I don't know what, well, we don't have the money in the budget for an additional officer.
Well, the one that's going to school.
We hired two
Okay.
that were sworn in here this summer already, so to get our force back up to where we want.
Okay.
And during the summer, we use those resource
Right.
officers.
Right, but school's gonna
But
start.
schools get
so
ready,
he's
right?
Gonna
Sure.
be.
Much faster than we anticipated,
Yes.
yes.
We have one going to the schools, but we hired two, so we do have an additional officer that was hired.
Okay, well,
It
as long
answers
as
your
we're
question.
covered, yeah.
Any other questions or comments? I guess a comment about Wendy's. That's going to be neat what they got planned there, and just as a comparison, I won't say which other fast food place, but one that I pass every time I go to Columbus. I think it took them less than 5 weeks to tear it
Okay.
down and rebuild it.
Well, yeah.
So-
They've got down to a science.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see them investing that money in our community.
Yes, it is.
And that's a good thing, another good thing.
We have a lot of businesses that believe in Bucyrus, so we're happy to have more too. We're always looking for more, always reaching out to other ones to consider us.
I noticed you also said in there that there are 3 new homes.
Yeah, that, I don't know.
3 new homes getting built in town, that's good. In the last couple of years, we've been lucky to have one a year, so, that's a good thing. Oh, we've got 2 referrals that we have to do off the first item here. We need to refer the bidding of the pool repair to the Public Lands and Buildings and Finance Committees. Do I have a motion, please? Motion by Mr. McKeever and second by Mr. Myers. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. And then, the amendment to resolution number 206-2018 to remove the rotating beacon from the airport project. I need a motion for that.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Foat, second by Ms. Sack. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. Thank you. And then now we need to make an announcement with the, because of this, the pool repair. We're in a 3-week gap here between meetings. We go to August the 7th now before we have another meeting, so it's a 3-week gap. In order to facilitate getting the bid out for the swimming pool and everything, we'd like to hold a special council meeting at the end of the committee meetings this Thursday evening. So that package is all ready to go and ready to go out for bid. They're gonna put it out for bid for 2 weeks, possibly 3 weeks, to get it in so that as soon as the season is finished, then we can go right into those major repairs. The money's already sitting there in place. Joyce is still over there.
Yeah.
All that's come in on the bond that we did and everything, so we need then, the mayor's gonna call that special meeting of council for us to do that one item then Thursday evening when we're done with all the other committees. Okay? Everybody's got that one, okay. Law Director, Mr. Ratliff is not with us this evening. I didn't have any notes from him regarding anything. Auditor, Mrs. Schiffer?
Thank you, Madam President. I have no written report this evening, and I'm gonna save up referrals for you for later. I don't have any tonight, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
After Ms. Sack got to read all those.
Yes.
Okay. We also have your cash position here dated June the 30th, 2018. I need a motion to accept and file that.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. McKeever, second by Mr. Myers to accept and file the auditor's statement of cash position. All those in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Okay, motion passed. We have nothing from the treasurer, the police chief, the fire chief. I need a motion to accept the city officers' reports.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Foat, second by Mr. Schock, to accept the city officers' reports. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. This is where we have visitors' input regarding reports of standing and special committees and of city officers. Does anyone wish to address city council this evening? None? Okay. Moving on, for consideration of proposed legislation for the first time.
You want to mention the change?
Yes, and the paperwork that you have before you, we did a renumber thing right before, so, Todd will read them in the correct order then.
We have 6 pieces of legislation, 5 ordinances, and 1 resolution. Ordinance number 28, 2018, amending ordinance 913.02 entitled Installation and Tapping Fees or Owner to Pay, or Part 9, Title 3, entitled Water of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Bucyrus. That goes to the Service Committee. We have ordinance number 29, I'm sorry, no. Yes, I'm sorry. Ordinance number 29, 2018, amending the traffic control map and file established by sections 305.01, 305.02, and 305.03 of the codified ordinances of the City of Bucyrus, Ohio, to provide henceforth to repeal a portion of ordinance 19/2017, a 35-mile-per-hour speed limit sign on North Sandusky Avenue from Irving Street to the North Corporation limit, remove 35 miles per hour and add 45 miles per hour on Marion Road, State Route 4 South, from Beale Avenue to Mount Zion Road, establish Hopley Avenue, State Routes 19 and 100, from Sherwood Drive to Beale Avenue, 45 miles per hour, establish Quaker Road, State Route 19, from Tiffin Street to State Route 4, 55 miles per hour, establish South Sandusky Avenue, State Route 98, from Beale Avenue to Mount Zion Road, 45 miles per hour, establish Plymouth Street, State Route 98, Irving Street to the west ramp, 45 miles per hour, add no parking on the west curb of Spring Street at West Mansfield Street on the south side of West Mansfield Street for 215 feet to the existing TCM entry number 2778, dated June 17, 1964, starting 490 feet west of the west curb at the Spring Street intersection west to city limits. Remove the right and left turn lanes on West Mansfield Street at Spring Street, ordinance 45/2006, dated October 17, 2006. Remove the turn lane on West Mary Street at Poplar Street, ordinance 4489, dated June 21, 1989, and 34/2004, dated August 24, 2004. And finally, removing the turn lane and reestablish turn lane, ordinance 4489, dated June 21, 1989, and 34/2004, dated August 24, 2004, and add establish 127 feet eastbound turn lane on West Mary Street at North Sandusky Avenue. That goes to health and safety. Ordinance number 30, 2018, amending and supplementing ordinance number 57, 2017, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2018 by the creation of a 705 Waterworks Replacement Fund subparagraph containing a water filtration category, containing a contractual services line item, and declaring an emergency. Ordinance number 31, 2018, this has been changed from 32 to 31. Amending and supplementing ordinance number 57, 2017, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2018 by appropriating from unappropriated general funds the sum of $1,967.23 to the materials and supplies line item within the police category within the Program 1 Security Persons and Property subparagraph, further appropriating from unappropriated income tax funds the sum of $13,100 to the personal services line item within the income tax category within the income tax subparagraph. Further appropriating from unappropriated park and recreation land funds the sum of $400 to the contractual services line item within the parks and playgrounds category within the park and recreation land subparagraph. Further appropriating from unappropriated new water filtration plant and distribution lines construction funds the sum of $17,300 to the capital outlay line item within the waterworks filtration category within the used water filtration plant and distribution lines construction subparagraph. Further appropriating from unappropriated waterworks funds the sum of $16,300 to the contractual services line item and $1,700 to the materials and supplies line item within the waterworks distribution category within the waterworks subparagraph. Further appropriating from unappropriated waterworks replacement funds the sum of $350,000 to the contractual services line item within the water filtration category and $50,000 to the contractual services line item within the water distribution category, the waterworks replacement subparagraph. And finally, appropriating from unappropriated sewage disposal funds the sum of $7,000 to the debt retirement line item within the debt retirement category within the sewage disposal subparagraph, and declaring an emergency. That goes back to finance. Ordinance number 32, 2018, this has been changed from 31 to 32. Amending and supplementing ordinance number 57, 2017, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2018 by decreasing the current balance in the capital outlay line item by $86,263.39 within the water distribution category and increasing the current balance in the capital outlay line item by $86,263.39 within the water filtration category within the new water filtration plant and distribution lines construction subparagraph within the new water filtration plant and distribution lines construction fund, and declaring an emergency. That goes to finance also. And finally, resolution number 229, 2018, authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Bucyrus, Ohio, in behalf of said city to enter into a contract with the Ohio Regional Development Corporation, 120.5 South 4th Street in Coshocton, Ohio, 43812, to administer ODNR grant for construction of stage at Shines Art Park, 300 South Sandusky Avenue, and that goes to the finance committee.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion to accept this as the first reading.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. McKeever, second by Mr. Foat. All those in favor to accept this as the first reading, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. Thank you. Ordinance number 28-2018 is referred back to finance. Ordinance 29-2018 is referred to Health and Safety Committee. And ordinance number 30, 31, 32, 2018 are all referred to Finance Committee, and Resolution 229-2018 is referred to Finance Committee.
One correction, Madam President.
Pardon me?
You stated ordinance 28 to finance, it should be service.
Oh, I did, okay. The first one, 2018 should be service, yes. Is there any public participation? Does anyone wish to discuss any of the legislation read for the first time this evening? None? Do we need a recess? No? Committee reports on pending legislation. Service.
Service was favorable to ordinance 28-2018, deals with tap-in fees outside the city limits.
Thank you. Finance Committee, I'm sorry, Health and Safety Committee's next.
Health and safety is favorable to ordinance 29-2018, the traffic control map amendments.
Okay, and Finance Committee.
Finance Committee is favorable to ordinance 30-2018. Finance is favorable to ordinance 31-2018. Finance is favorable to ordinance 32-2018, and finance is favorable to resolution 229-2018.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion then to accept these reports?
So moved. Second.
Who's first? Mr. Wireball? Motion by Mr. Wireball, second by Mr. Foat. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. Thank you. For further consideration of pending legislation, for the second and third readings of proposed ordinance number 28-2018, which is the water installation and tapping fees, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules and waive the reading of the caption and text?
So moved. Second.
Wireball.
Yes.
Vogt.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
McKeever.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Ordinance number 28, 2018.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance number 28-2018?
So moved.
Second.
McKeever.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vogt.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Ordinance number 28-2018 is duly adopted. For the second and third readings of proposed ordinance number 29-2018, which are the traffic control map amendments, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules and to waive the reading of the caption and text?
So moved.
Second.
McKeever.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Abstain?
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Ordinance number 29, 2018.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance number 29-2018?
So moved.
Second.
Shaw.
Yes.
McKeever.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Abstain?
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Ordinance number 29-2018 is duly adopted. For the second and third reading of proposed ordinance number 30-2018, which is the category and line creation, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the reading of the caption and text, and declare it an emergency?
So moved. Second.
Wireball.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
McKeever.
Yes.
Ordinance number 30, 2018.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance number 30-2018?
So moved.
Second.
McKeever.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Ordinance number 30-2018 is duly adopted. For the second and third readings of ordinance number 31-2018, which are the various appropriations, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the reading of the caption and text, and declare it an emergency?
So moved?
Second.
Wireball.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
McKeever.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Ordinance number 31, 2018.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance number 31-2018?
So moved.
Second.
McKeever.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Ordinance number 31-2018 is duly adopted. For the second and third readings of proposed ordinance number 32-2018, which is the transfer, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the reading of the caption and text, and declare it an emergency?
So moved.
Second. McKeever.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Ordinance number 32, 2018.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance number 32-2018?
So moved.
Sack.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
McKeever.
Yes.
Ordinance 32-2018 is duly adopted. For the second and third reading of proposed resolution 229-2018, which is the ORDC contract, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules and waive the reading of the caption and text?
So moved.
Second.
Vote.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
McKeever.
Yeah.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Resolution number 229, 2018.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 229-2018?
So moved.
Second.
McKeever.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Trucca.
Yes.
Sack.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
Resolution number 229-2018 is duly adopted. Thank you. Unfinished business. Does anyone have any unfinished business they'd like to bring up this evening? Mr. McKeever?
Yes, Madam President. Are there any information, is there any information that they got, addressed to the mayor, on the water line going out to County Road 330?
Still waiting for engineering.
Okay.
You're talking about County Road 35?
County Road 35.
Yeah.
And
That's
also the contract with the, I know the contract is in our hands now according to the county.
It's,
And I was wondering, how's that progressing?
there's still-
If we're gonna put that in Thursday's meeting?
that, we'll address Thursday night with the water directors here. There's a couple things we're looking at.
That's what I wanted to.
Yeah, and then back to County Road 35 is in engineering, right, we're just waiting for the
Okay.
drawings and.
That's what I wanted to bring up.
Okay. Anyone else? Unfinished business? Okay, new and miscellaneous business, July the 15th through the 21st is the Crawford County Fair out at the fairgrounds. Go out and have a good time here. It's a good place to run into neighbors and friends and relatives and everything else. Monday, July the 23rd is the Property Maintenance Appeals Board meeting at 4 p.m. here in council chambers. Thursday, July the 26th is Back to School Supply Carnival and Info Fair from 3 to 6 p.m. at Bucyrus United Methodist Church. And I think we closed down the street, don't we, for that, outside?
Yes.
We have
Do
in
you
the
have
past.
that back street? We had, we usually go there, so I'm going this year. So.
Yeah, yeah. That's always interesting, and that's such a good thing that they do, supplying all of the back-to-school items that are needed. Tuesday, July the 31st is Board of Zoning Appeals and Board of Building Standards and Appeals meeting at 4 p.m. in council chambers. Friday, August the 3rd is First Friday, Celebrate Hometown Heroes from 5 to 8 p.m. The last First Friday was just absolutely fantastic. If anybody was down there, there was just, I think everybody was so glad that the temperature broke and that we had a beautiful night for that. Saturday, August the 4th is Laps Night, the second of 3. It's from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. in the downtown area. Tuesday, August the 7th is National Night Out from 4 to 9 p.m. And we always attend that, so we need to reschedule our council meeting because our council meeting would normally be scheduled then. Can we move our council meeting to Monday, August the 6th at the 7 p.m. time? Is that okay with everybody? That gives us time to plan for the Thursday meeting that we need to have then, rather than moving it to Wednesday, so we know that, okay.
It's okay.
Okay, we'll move it to that date then. I need a motion to move the regular Tuesday, August 7th meeting at 7 p.m. To Monday, August the 6th at 7 p.m.
Second.
A motion by Mr. McKeever, second by Mr. Foat. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Okay, motion passed. And coming up on us very quickly, August the 16th to the 18th is the 51st annual Bucyrus Bratwurst Festival. Who would have ever thought? 51 years. And I was just at a meeting the other day and somebody said, well, that's been going on for quite a while, hasn't it? And I said, yeah, 51 years worth. And they looked at me like, wow. So it is a big deal. Mr.
Madam
Myers?
President, if I could take a moment, just ask residents to, if they're interested in getting involved and volunteering, even up to 2 hours of their time, just go to the website, BucyrusBratwurstFestival.com. There's a link that they can click, and they will receive a free T-shirt for their time.
And you have all sorts of jobs open, right? For
Yes.
whether it's
You
working.
name it. You can come pick up trash alongside myself and Councilman Foat, or you could do
That's
something a
one of the
little.
really good
You
jobs.
could do something a little less sneaky.
Probably wouldn't start with that.
Don't overdo sensitive ventures.
Okay. Anything else for new and miscellaneous business this evening?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. McKeever?
On the Board of Building Standards on the 31st, it is addressing a certain property on Woodlawn.
Oh,
So,
there was some photos of that on the internet today.
please come.
Oh, you finally got that?
Yeah, well, he's appealing it. So, as somebody else sitting in the audience knows, we were requested a meeting at 4, it'll be at 4:30 after the BZA meeting.
Okay,
So,
okay.
but please come if
That's
anybody
Tuesday the
can.
31st, okay. Thank you. Anything else,
Yes, Madam
Mayor?
President, I was just gonna remind everybody, the movie series continues on First Friday
Okay.
after, so don't forget that, it's been very successful. And,
Yes, he scared me with the last movie. Didn't you see
I
that?
can't remember what the movie.
It was Towering Inferno.
Oh, yes, I know that movie. Great actors.
Great actors, really.
Paul Newman.
Tense.
Steve McQueen and Red Buttons. Great movie.
Paul Newman.
Paul, I said Paul Newman.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
Yes, Madam President, you were wondering, I was asked by Mr. Hill that, yes, county auditor will be here Thursday.
The county auditor will be here
Yes.
Thursday, so we'll be talking about CRA?
Yes.
Okay, on Thursday evening, okay. Let's see, we're all present here this evening. The joint regular committee meetings, all referrals from this council meeting and any open projects list items may be discussed during the committee meetings. The referrals from tonight are,
We have two new referrals, the pool repair bid, that goes, that's from the Service Safety Director to Public Lands and Buildings and Finance. We have the amendment of the bidding legislation for the airport project, that goes to Service and Finance, that's from the Service Safety Director. We have three items in open projects for the agenda for Thursday. We have the residential CRA, that's in economic development. We have an update on the Lane Street easement for AEP, that's in Public Lands and Buildings. And we have an update on the water line expansion in Service. And that notice for the meeting will go out as soon as we're done here.
okay. And then if anything else comes up between now and then, as long as it's already in committee, we can discuss it then. But right now, those are the items that we've laid out. And a reminder then, also Thursday evening, after the committee meetings are done, we're going to have a special council meeting for the legislation for the pool repairs, so it can go to bid. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn now.
Second.
Motion by Mr. McKeever, second by Mr. Foat to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Okay, we are adjourned at, let's go with 7:50 done.